Welcome to the Shakespearean Podcast.
I am Christian.
I am Japanese.
I'm Nika. I'm Jillian.
I'm Donna.
I'm Julieta.
And Danny Rose.
And today we are going to talk about the William Shakespeare sonnets.
So we are actually going to talk about two sonnets, which is the Sonnet 40 and Sonnet 137. So first we're going to talk about the Sonnet 40. So the Sonnet 40 goes like this. Take all my loves, my love, yet take them all. What hast thou then more than thou hast before? No love, my love, that thou mayst true love call. All mine was thine before thou hast this more. Then if for my love thou my love receivest, I cannot blame thee for my love thou usest, but yet be blamed if thou thyself deceivest, by willful taste of what thyself refusest. I do forgive thy robbery, gentle thief, although thou still be all my poverty. And yet love knows it is a greater grief to bear love's wrong than hate's known injury. Lascivious grace in whom all ill well shows, kill me with spice, yet we must not be foes. So I've actually searched the modern version so we can understand it better. Take everything I love, my love, yes, take it all. What do you have then that you didn't have before? Not love that you could call true love, my love. All my love was already yours before you took this extra love from me. If you make love to another person instead of accepting my love, I can't blame you, love, because you're just using my love. But still, you are to blame if you deceive yourself by taking from someone else what you won't take from me. If I forgive that robbery, dear thief, even though you're stealing from someone so poor. And yet everyone who loves knows that it's more hurtful to be wounded by someone one loves than by an enemy. You, gracious and lascivious at the same time, in whom everything bad appears good, may kill me with hurtfulness, but you must not be enemies. So we already know that the structure of these sonnets are written in iambic pentameter with a rhyme scheme A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, D, G. So, based on the Sonnet 40 that I just read, what do you think is the theme?
For me, the theme, one of the theme of the Sonnet 40, my own interpretation about the Sonnet 40 is all about the speaker's internal struggles about his own desire, his own emotion, and his turn between the love he felt for someone and the realization that love can bring joy and struggles also.
So when we focus on the first quatrain, take all my love, my loves, my love, yet take them all. What hast thou then more than thou hast before? No love, my love, that thou mayst true love call. All mine was thine before thou hast this more. So the word love, if you can notice, the word love has been used many times. Actually, the word love in the sonnet means different things. So in the first line, take all my loves, my love, yet take them all. The word love and my love without the S. My love is actually my loves, the word loves with an S actually means the possession of the speaker, the things that he possesses. So let me ask you this, what are the things that you think the speaker possesses, aside from things that he had?
His lover.
His lover. So basically he's saying, or he's talking to the fair youth or the young man that has been cheating on with his lover, that to take his lover, take all of what he has. And in the second line, what hast thou then more than thou hast before? The speaker is questioning what the young man has gained that he didn't already possess. Can you relate to this sonnet?
I can actually relate to this, the first line, when he said that, take all my love, my love. Can I read it again?
Take all my love,
Take,
my love.
and the first line, take all my love, my love. Yeah, take them all. Like, I can actually relate because when we are, when we are in love, we are willing to give everything that we have. We are willing to sacrifice everything that we have. So, yeah, as
We willing to surrender everything.
yes,
Just because we love.
Just means receiving or
Ourselves.
something.
yes. Right.
So in the first line, actually, it's evident there that there's the theme infidelity or cheating. So in the second line, again, I mean in the third line, since we're already done with the second line, no love, my love, that thou is true love call. So in the modern version, not love that you could call true love. My love, all my love was already yours before you took this extra love from me. So the speaker is saying that what the young man had isn't love because it can't be compared to the genuine love between the speaker and his lover. Do you think the love between the speaker and his lover genuine?
No.
No.
Why do you think so?
Because if it's genuine love, the dark lady or the lover wouldn't have cheated.
Right.
Should
That's
have
right.
cheated and should have stayed loyal and
Loyal,
yes,
as
exactly.
contented. So in the second quatrain, then before my love thou my love receivest, I cannot blame thee for my love thou usest, but yet be blamed if thou thyself receivest by willful taste of what thyself refusest. So I mean, if you're looking for another love from someone else aside from my lover, then I can't blame you because the love that you've received from my lover came from my own love. That's the modern version. So in the first line, then if for my love thou my love receivest, what do you think it means?
I think it pertains, she cannot blame this lover about giving the love to another lover because the love that this lover gave to another man is the love that she nurtured from her leader.
Yeah, so basically, he just pointed out that if ever you are going to look for someone else or for someone else, and then instead of accepting the love from my love, I cannot blame you because the love that you have been receiving from my love was just coming from me. No, I was just the one who nurtured the love that my love gave to you.
So basically, the dark lady did not actually love the other man,
Yes.
the young man or the fair youth, because the love that she's been giving to the young man, it came from the love that she received from the speaker.
Yeah.
That's ironic.
And it was not being elaborated there. No, what is the intent? Why the lover is the lover cheated.
So in the third quatrain, I do forgive thy robbery, gentle thief, although thou steal thee all my poverty. And yet love knows it is a greater grief to bear love's wrong than hates no injury. It's actually very ironic because the speaker is forgiving the young man despite being hurt by what happened by the cheating. Have you experienced this kind of relationship being cheated on?
I have something to share. Like my dad, he has a long-term relationship before they met my mom. So before he met my mom, so they broke up with his long-term girlfriend because his long-term girlfriend is going to abroad and decided to marry a foreigner. So that time when my mom and dad met, or they are now barkada. So they're friends,
They're
they're
in
close
a
friends.
circle.
Yeah. So when they become lovers, and then my mom got pregnant, and they decided to get married. But then the connections with his long-term girlfriend or ex-girlfriend is still continuing, or they're still
They
going.
never stop their
Yeah.
connection.
So
They're
I think we have a half siblings like two, and they decided to get abort. Get abort.
they were aborted.
So yeah, and then not until when he got sick, so he confessed everything. So my dad decided to confess everything, and my mom forgive him. So yeah,
If you don't mind asking, your dad died?
yeah, because of lung cancer. So we are really prone to cancer because my mom is currently diagnosed a breast cancer.
There's something I keep on wondering. Why do people, when they were still very healthy, very young, they had every chance to talk to someone they've been wrong? They had every chance to reconcile, to talk about something and resolve this problem, but they don't. They don't take that chance.
Yeah.
Instead, once their time is near, or that they're
Dying.
nearly, I guess
Dying.
they're dying,
And
that's when they decide that they're gonna be
confess everything.
they confess everything, they're gonna be reconciling, they're gonna forgive each other. And I don't understand that because you could have had a chance to bond with them, to be with them, and to correct everything that you did.
While there was still.
Yes, that's right. No, I also have that type of experience, the kind of experience when before my father died. My father always cheated on my mother, and then my mother always knew about it that my father already has a family with another woman. So actually, we just recently I met three of my half
Siblings.
brothers from other women. So the one is from Pamiguen, the one from Negros, and then the one is from Lantang. Then
Right? Different mother?
yeah, it's from different mother. And then I don't know why there's this one thing that why my mother keep on forgiving my father even if she already knew that my father keeps on cheating on him because she once told us that like in Bisaya, di panumpaan ako sa Ginoo ang kani nga sitwasyon. Ni anak ko sa Ginoo atubangan sa altar nga kalisod ug kalipay sa kasakit ug kalipay kauban ika iya ko nung gipanumpaan sa Ginoo, and that's why she keeps on forgiving my father even if she already knew that, and my father always cheated on him because when at that time that my mother go to Negros, in her hometown, she gave birth to my sister, and then at that time while my mother is in Negros, my father cheated on her. So while my mother is at the other side of the country, my father is sleeping with another girl in our house. And then yeah, so that's why I can actually relate to to that story or to the sonnet why the man keeps on forgiving because of his unconditional love to someone or to that person. And then I can actually I can relate to your question why we can and
Why
why we always tell our secret when
why we
mistakes
waste our
when
chances to talk to someone and then we only decide to talk to them once they're already
I
done.
think it's about it is because that person afraid of losing you. Like
Oh,
she can't I mean she knew I mean he knew that, and I mean I will put it on the vernacular language ha. I mean alam man gud niya nga sa iyang pag-cheat na siya'y balikan. And then one day, if kung imo lang gisulti niya, kabalo man ka, kabalo siya mismo, or ikaw nga nakasala, nga mubiya jud na kay sulti na ka sa imong sala.
Meaning, handlok siya.
Yes,
Wala.
I mean, that person is afraid of losing someone nga he knew that will always stay beside him. Then by the time nga he is about to the time has come to the lipstick where like I mean, by the time that he knew that, I mean, he's that he is about to die or something like that, he will going to confess everything, just like what my dad situation that he confessed everything that he committed this, he committed that, and I feel so sorry. I just want to tell this in Bisaya na anak siya sa aking mama before siya namatay. Like last verse niya, nagmahay ko sa tanan na akong gibuhat. Na anak siya sa akong mama. And that time, si mama kay hindi na siya maayo, anak siya na kaya hindi pa sa hilog na pita. Oh my God, ito ako cry. Yeah, naman na kayo mama. Grabe ang paghibuman mama. His love for my father was just And
unmeasurable.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I can really relate
I
to that.
actually have this question in mind when you said, when your mother said, ipanumpa na ko sa mo that time, the vow. I don't understand why some people vow or say something, but they only say it with empty promises.
Yes.
They never meant it.
You're not committed.
Yes.
So actually, I relate to the two of you because the same thing, my dad, ano malagay siya ng mga lalaki, but anyway. But anyway, my dad also cheated on my mom, even way before we were born, when they were still teenagers, before they were married. And up until that they had kids, my dad still continues to cheat on different women and tries to deny it when my mother confronts him. And yeah, I've had encounters with the mistress a lot of times. Actually, I don't think it was just twice. And my dad tries to fool me or think of me like I'm a fool, but I am not. I knew everything about it. And what actually saddens me is that my dad's family, my dad's side, hates my mother. And in my dad's family, it's actually very, what do you call this? Very common, very okay for them to cheat. They're very open to it, and they condone it. They allow it. Yes, they encourage one another to cheat. Yes, they encourage one another to cheat. Why? Because I was at my father's house, and after many years, I came back to that house, and they were doing a video call to one another with my father and his siblings. And they were talking, and then I walked behind my father, and then one of his brothers said, "Who is that girl? She's so very beautiful. Is that your other girl?" And I did not mind it at all because wala na. I'm so done with everything that he did, and wala. Ang ako akong self-home na. But anyway, my dad's family side hates my mother because my mother is poor, and they think that my mother is not beautiful. Oh, she's so beautiful, Maya, beautiful. And they condone cheating. They want my father to cheat on my mom because they hate my mom. And then I wonder how my mom was able to go through it all, knowing that she's gone through something so painful. She's been hated by my dad's side of the family, and she's been cheated a lot of times. And I wonder how she was able to go through it, how she was able to forgive him many times. And I also wonder how my dad had the heart to do it to my mother, how he had the audacity to do something to my mother, something like that. And yeah, I relate to the sonnet because even though I was not cheated on, I feel like I've been cheated on because I love my dad, and when I was a child, I did not see him personally for how many years, so I long for a father figure. So I felt like I was cheated on because I wanted my father to be with us. I wanted to have a complete family, and then he decided that he's gonna break that family apart and then go to another girl. And my mother also we think that he had impregnated other girls, and I think I have half siblings in Japan because my mother found this picture on a laptop that my father gave to us from Japan. And there was this picture of a girl and my father carrying a baby. Yes. So yeah.
Betrayal.
Yeah, that's too terrible when it happened to us. But yeah, we cannot bring back the time.
Yeah.
I wonder why our heart keeps on forgiving, keeps on loving someone who keeps hurting us. Why are we so capable of being such a martyr?
I think forgiving like is the for me it's the right choice because This happened to my real mother. She did not forgive. She did not forgive. She lost herself. And when she lost herself, because same as the three of you, my father cheated with my stepmother right now. With my stepmother right now, so my mother broken, heartbroken, committed suicide. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you guys.
That's
Yeah.
my mother.
Still, you've heard of the trigger warning. You've heard of the word self-harm, right?
Yeah.
Self-harm does not only mean hurting yourself physically and anything like that, but it also means that you're hurting yourself emotionally. Like staying someone who has been hurting you, even though it's not doing you any good,
Yeah.
but it's ruining you mentally, emotionally. That's also considered self-harm.
This is why I want to ask my mom, if I could turn back time, I want to ask him, why didn't she just leave my father? Why did he choose to stay and broke herself?
Maybe that is how just love works. No, we love and we get hurt and then we forgive. We love again. We get hurt
But
and then
maybe
a cycle of love.
maybe the answer to, I'm not really sure, but maybe the answer to your question is just like the same to every other person who keeps on forgiving. It's because they hold on to the memories. Maybe that's why your mother
Yeah.
let go, is because she loved too much and nasayangan siya sa memories.
Yes.
Or but maybe she stay to choose to stay, balik.
We choose to stay.
She choose to stay because she don't want to have it, like to experience their kids to have a broken
But
family.
she committed suicide.
And it was happening.
Okay, go.
Yeah, but
In my-
Okay.
Okay, I think we need to proceed now.
So, in the last two lines, which is the couplet, lascivious grace in whom all ill will shoes, kill me with spikes, yet we must not be foes. So, very ironic, right? Because in this line, in kill me with spikes, yet we must not be foes, foes shows that he knew that he's been hurt, but he still forgives.
Yeah.
Just like our mothers.
Yeah. We love and then we forgive. We hurt and then we forgive. That is just love works, I think, maybe, no?
Very
Because-
complicated.
Yeah, because I mean some of us experience that situation, like we love and then we get hurt and then after we get hurt we forgive because we love. Ay, okay, I hate love anymore.
Love is very complicated.
Cycle of
Does it
love.
want us to love someone to be loved, or does it want us to get hurt?
Yeah, that's why I hate the idea of love. I don't want to love someone else na.
Everything
Okay.
all at once. Anyway, let's now proceed to the second sonnet, which is the sonnet
137.
137.
Finally.
Finally. Okay, so the sonnet 137 goes like this. Thou blind fool, love, what those thou to mine eyes, that they behold and see not what they see. They know what beauty is, see where it lies, yet what the best is taken worse to be. If eyes were by over partial looks, be anchored in the bay where all men ride. Why lies falsehood hast thou forged hooks, where to the judgment of my heart is tied? Why should my heart think that a several thought which my heart knows the wide world's commonplace, or mine eyes seeing this say this is not, to put fair truth upon so fallen face? And things right through my heart and eyes have erred, and to this false plague are they now transferred. So before I read the modern version, what do you think is the sonnet all about?
It's about that love can make you blind.
I think it's about betrayal and
Yes. Yes, deception, blindness. Okay. So the first quatrain, thou blind fool, love, what dost thou to mine eyes? That they behold and see not what they see. They know what beauty is, see where it lies, yet but the best is take the worst to be. So yes, blindness. In the first line, the speaker is basically saying that eyes are for looking. It's capable of looking, it's capable of seeing, but why can't the speaker's eyes see the deceit or the deceitful face of the woman or the lies that the woman did?
Because he loves the woman.
Yeah, he loves the woman so much.
She's blinded. Like it's hard to
He's
let go.
She's blinded by love.
The love is so strong.
So in the second quatrain, if eyes grew up by over partial looks, be anchored in a bay where all men ride. Why of eyes falsehood has doubtful looks? Hooks were to the judgment of my heart aside. The modern version is, if eyes seduced by flirtatious glances always dwell on a woman's sexual charms, why have you forged a link between that misleading impression of the eyes and the judgment of my heart? What have you understood in this quatrain? From what I've understood, since his eyes sees a facade or a mask or a lie, he wonders why that just because the eye sees something best up front or something or a lie, the heart trusts it immediately. He wonders why. He wonder why his heart trusts the lie immediately, just because it's showing greatness, just because it's showing something best.
Yeah, even at that time when he even see that I question why the eyes fail to see the truth behind all this deceptive appearance, right?
It's just like the first sonnet. Why do we forgive even though we're already hurt?
Yes.
Yes, just like what happened to my mother, real mother. So, diba, my father cheated. He actually introduces her mistress to my mother. Like,
Oh, you're right.
my mother, the mistress cradling me in her
When you were
arms.
still
Yeah, I was still a baby. Then my father introduces the mistress to my mother and was like, Ma. She calls my mother Ma, my baby loves. Like
So
that.
disrespect.
But my mother just said,
She was aware that she's being cheated,
Yes.
that she's not true.
Yeah, no. That's why I already understand why the speakers, I mean why the speaker really hate himself because of the eye, because the eye keeps on lying,
Seeing the
seeing
lie.
the lie,
I mean, seeing the
the truth.
Actually, my lola is also married twice, but she is the mistress. She's the one who cheated. So she already had her first husband. Then she decided to cheat on him. So the second husband is the first husband. I'm not really sure where he went, but I'm guessing that he also cheated on my lola. But yeah, my lola also cheated on him maybe because for revenge. And then they got married to the second husband, and that's why our surname is Baliasa. We're not supposed to be Baliasa.
Wow. Okay, so many stories here that we can actually that's the reason no we are destined to talk about this sonnet John of William Shakespeare because I mean the destiny knows that we can actually relate to this. Yes. Next.
So moving on,
Ito.
so in the third quatrain, why should my heart think that a several plot, which my heart knows the wide world's commonplace? Or mine eyes seeing this, say this is not, to put fair truth upon so foul a face. So basically, the speaker wonders why he thinks that his lover is his only, when he knew that his lover has been cheating. Here, where is it? Because in the modern version, why should I think that she is my exclusive property when I know that she is every man's? So it's evident in this line that the lover has been cheating on the speaker. And the speaker knew about it, so he wonders why he still thinks that his lover is his possession. So in this line, or allow my eyes to deny it and think that such a foul lie is the truth, he asks himself why he tries to deny that his lover isn't loyal to him, and he believes the lie as the truth. So do you have thoughts about it? Or should we proceed to the last one?
Let's proceed with the last.
Okay, so the couplet. In things right through my heart and eyes of earth, and to this false play are they now transferred. The word play here symbolizes something. What do you think it is?
I think it's about doing my own home.
This love
I
also.
I also think that it's the love that the lover have for him or his lover love.
So in the modern version, my heart and my eyes have mistaken falsehood for truth, and are now owned by this deceitful woman. So his heart and eyes have been fooled by a lie. He's been deceived by his mistress.
We can actually notice Manju that she was being deceived. I mean, she was being cheated
He was
on. I mean, he was being cheated on. And but yeah, okay, I hate him because he keeps on loving someone even if he knew that he was being cheated. Just like the last part, no, he knew that and
He knew
the
that it
girl
was a lie.
the girl is not already in his position, but why? But the why is still there. You know why?
Maybe he was afraid to I lost the girl.
At some point, there is the reason. Yes.
Okay, in terms of deception, I have something to share. So I met this guy on dating app, you know.
Dating at her.
Okay. So we met like we became talking stage for like 2 months and become lovers, like boyfriend, girlfriend in 5 months. So everything was okay. But then he kept on cheating, like harap-harapan jud. Yeah. So we are in LDR. So he's in Lapu-Lapu and in Cordoba, and then we didn't decided to meet in person because lang. And then he kept on cheating, like when every time he posts something or shared post on Facebook, like there's a girl who keep on papansin. So yeah, so I opened up everything and like that, and we decided to resolve it, everything. So and then not until napuno ko, so I'm so sick and tired of his his reasons. So I decided to end up without proper closure. So
You ended it without telling him, or
I insulted ako. Like I tell him like but there's no proper closure dun. So he kept on messaging me like every single day, and then up until naabot me sa point like he confessed everything. So here's the plot twist. He's not a guy. He's a girl. So he's stealing someone's identity. And yeah. Sila ko kita saan ko.
very Wattpad.
So he's stealing someone's identity. So like sama na in vernacular like namuha siya identity, pero ako aware ko nga kanang siya kanang like something odd sa on kay ako sa kanang as a Sony Conan, syempre yung business ko okay alangan siya is he told me like or she told me yung course is tourism. But nag-stop ko sa katong guy, katong original jud, kuan siya, HM. Eskwela siya, Lapu-Lapu, ko kanang Cordoba. Katong
Cordoba Public College.
kana. Ang usa UC. Kailan ka, mas dito tayo, sila ko kita.
Dubai, Lucky? Oh,
Lucky.
I think
English, please.
Okay.
So, mato, like, aware na ko, like, I know everything, but I decided to, like, paabot lang.
I waited for her to tell you everything.
Yes.
So, what I'm getting with that you waited, I'm guessing that you accepted it and you're willing to accept everything, or you're just waiting for her to tell you and then you will break up.
Oh, yun na.
Break up.
Yeah.
Just got it.
Because maybe you're still hoping that
Oh,
you were wrong.
even if if you tell me so if you told me like early pa, I can still accept it if he's a guy. But she's a girl, not opportunity. She's a girl, so it's not. Di ko pa tulog babae.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I realized about these two sonnets. And it is a painful realization on how relationship can be tainted by this aspect of emotion.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I learned something from this two sonnet, no, that sometimes I mean we like don't love too much and don't
Be
love too
something
much
for
until you
yourself.
end up destroying yourself.
And also, we should love ourselves first before loving others.
Yeah,
Yes.
We should be
so that
kind
one
to
day
yourself.
when you get hurt, you have someone to lean on, and that's yourself, and that's you.
Because no one else can save you but yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I think that concludes everything.
Yes!
Yes. Thank you so much.
That is all for our podcast for today. Thank you very much. Goodbye.